Hello friends, welcome again to the tetrahedron chemistry classes. So I am going to solve another 50 question on your environmental studies MCQs types. So these questions are from your examination 2011. Okay, but don't worry, question paper is too old, but the pattern remains the same. Okay, so how we can go for the problems, you can see here. Let me check whether it is working or not. Yes. So this is your question number 1. Environmental studies are very important for getting clean drinking water. Yes. Hygienic living condition. Yes. Clean and fresh air. Yes. So all of the above. So option D is the correct answer in that case. Now question number 2. The ultimate stable community during the succession is called climax community. I told you that when you have sufficiently flourished ecosystem, and then there is no chance to actually further modify that particular ecosystem, that community actually will be the climax community. Okay, this I have explained to you. And your next question is what? It is question number 3. What it says: the type of the succession occurring on the base rock, not base rock, it should be bare rock. Okay, so the succession which occurs in the bare rock is known as the xerocerré. In the dry condition, it is xerocerré. I already told you xerocerré is the succession which takes place on the bare rock, and when the succession occurs in the water body, then it would be hydrocerré. Similarly, semocerré and lots of things are there which I have explained you during your semester classes. Okay, please remember this thing. Now question number 4, what it says that the Sardar Sarovar project will provide irrigation. So you know this Sardar Sarovar project actually was the vision of the ex Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, and he suggested that Sardar Sarovar project, and then Nehru laid the foundation of this one. And nearly say it's near about 18 lakh, you see, 18 lakh hectare area, 18 lakh hectare area actually would be irrigated with this one. So if you consider this 18 lakh, it simply means actually 1.8 million. Okay, so 1.8 million is nearly about 2 millions. So you can mark this option 2 as the correct option, and you should know the Sardar Sarovar project actually is after the name of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and it is there on the Narmada river. So these things you should know. Now your question number 5, the major greenhouse gas. Okay, see, carbon dioxide is the major greenhouse gas. Okay, so this is the major one. However, this methane is also the greenhouse gas, and this CFC is also the greenhouse gas, but the question says that the major, that means which forms the large proportion. So large proportion means higher in the concentration. It's the carbon dioxide, not carbon. Actually it should be carbon. So there is a typographical error in that case. Thinning of the ozone layer is maximum in Antarctica. Okay, so I told you during your air pollution that Antarctica has the special environmental condition in certain months of the year where they forms the PSCs, polar stratospheric clouds, which contains the oxides of the nitrogen which reacts with the ozone and develops the hole in the certain period. So Antarctica is the correct answer in that case. Now question number 7, what it says that examples of the in situ conservation. In situ means in home. So when you are conserving certain things in their own home, it is called the in situ conservation. So in situ conservation, it simply means what? Zoological gardens, botanical gardens, sanctuaries, all. So option D is the correct answer in that case. Marked option D is the correct one. Okay. Then after that, your question number 8, what it says that biomedical waste management is actually, so this is question, the language of the question is not very appropriate. It should be like that, the steps which are there in the biomedical waste management. Okay, so what steps are there? Incineration, that means the burning of the fuels, then autoclaving, both are there. Okay, so option C is the correct. So mark option C as the correct answer in that case. Okay, now next is what? MIC, methyl isocyanate. Okay, and Chernobyl tragedies occurred at. So you know the Bhopal gas tragedy, it occurs in 1984. So D cannot be your answer because it says that the Bhopal gas tragedy took place on the 1986, but it is not correct. So out of 3, 1 would be correct in that case. Okay, and if you know the Chernobyl history of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, so Chernobyl nuclear disaster actually took place in 1986, and correct is the 16th of April. 16th April 1986 is the correct answer. So option C is looking correct and option B is not, which is marked by the student. Okay, so you will mark the option C as the correct one. Now next question, question number 10. The nutrient enrichment of the lakes are known as, it is simply the process of the eutrophication. You know, I told you in your crops, actually in your agricultural land, you use the fertilizers, nitrogen based fertilizers, phosphorus based fertilizers, and then you irrigate your crops or your agriculture field. Then the excess amount of the fertilizers which you put on the crops, they actually leach, or they actually go to the water bodies through the surface runoff, and which makes the water bodies rich in the nutrition, and then the algal blooms actually flourish in them. Then the process is known as the eutrophication. So correct answer is the eutrophication. Okay, next is your option 11. Which one is the not product as the exhaust of the vehicle? So sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide is the correct option in that case, because carbon monoxide actually is formed by the incomplete combustion of the fuel, and in the internal combustion engine, in the exhaust vehicle, in your cars, in your motorcycles, incomplete combustions actually generally not take place. So there is no question of the forming of the carbon monoxide. So the correct answer is the carbon monoxide in that case. Now the question number 12, what it says that the composition of the compressed natural gas CNG. So methane, ethane, butane. Yes, along with the propane is also there. Okay, so option A is looking correct. See, water gas is not there. Carbon monoxide and H2 is the water gas, so it is not there, right? Then LPG is not there. Carbon monoxide is not there. So option A is the correct answer. Compressed natural gas, CNG. Okay, and after that, the question number 13. Which of the following is promoting natural disasters over 70%? So Delhi Metro, no, it is not the correct one. Rivers flowing, no. See, urbanization actually could be the answer, pollution could be the answer, but seeing the options, actually this pollution is looking the more correct one. So you can mark this pollution as the correct one. Okay. However, you see urbanization is also the answer. So it depends actually what options are given. So according to me, both are looking correct one. Okay, but pollution is quite deadly here. So natural disasters, you can mark this pollution as the correct one. Now next is the question number 14. Eco-friendly method is what? Energy plantation. Yes, if you plant the particular crops which gives you the energy, that means it is eco-friendly. If you use the compressed natural gas, it is considered that it is eco-friendly. However, the studies have not made yet on the side effects of the CNG, but they may be the sum of the side effect, but it is but till date it is considered as the eco-friendly method. Van Mahotsav, it is also the eco-friendly method. All 3 are correct. That means option D is the correct answer in that case. So you will mark option D as the correct answer in that case. Now your next question, which is question number 15. Fluoride pollution mainly affects. See, again this question is quite tricky actually. Fluoride can affect your heart, can affect your kidney, can affect your brain, but mostly your fluoride actually affects your bones, which contains calcium, and teeth. So more appropriate is the option A. However, brain, kidney and heart are all the options, but in that case you will mark option teeth as the correct one. Okay. Now next is what? Number 16. Cyclone collector. Cyclone collector actually is a device to collect the smoke. That means you are controlling the air pollution with this one. So option B is the correct one, air pollution. Okay. Now question number 17. Which pollutant gas is released by the cud chewing of the cattle? So this question I have already solved you the why cattle like your cows, your buffaloes, your goats, they are responsible for the global warming. Why they are responsible for the global warming? Because they produce methane, which is the greenhouse gas. So option A is the correct in that case. Now question number 18. Chlorosis. Chlorosis means simply yellowing of leaves. yellowing of leaves. It is done by the acid actually. Okay, and acid is formed by the sulfur dioxide. When combined with the water, it will form the acid H2SO4, and this will form the acid rain. Okay, so sulfur dioxide is looking the correct answer in that case. So option B you can mark as the correct answer. Now question number 19, Itai disease, which is known as the ouch disease. I already told you it is due to the cadmium. So it is the case of the bioaccumulation and biomagnification, right? And it is the case of the cadmium poisoning. Now next is the question number 20, PEN, which is peroxyacetyl nitrate, is a secondary pollutant. It is found in smog. So basically it is found in the photochemical smog. Photochemical smog. Photochemical smog is actually your Los Angeles smog. Okay. And then your question number 21, what it says that, question number 21, mango necrosis. Necrosis means cutting of the edges of the leaves. Cutting of edges of leaves. Okay, and it is the result of the acid rain. Okay, and acid rain is formed by the combination of the sulfur dioxide and water. So SO2 is the correct answer in that case. Okay, now it's a very important question. Which satellite records the presence of an ozone hole? So this is done by the NASA, and number 7 is the correct answer in that case. Okay, number 7 it is written in. Okay, but please check whether it is numbers or nimbus. Question number 23, a food web consists of, okay, you see it is the interlocking of the food chain. So you have the food chain 1, food chain 2, food chain 3, and there is interlocking would occur, then it will result in the web. I already told you all these things. So it is what? Interlocking of the food chains. Option C is looking the correct one in that case. Now your question number 24, the objective of environmental education is what? Raise consciousness about the environmental condition. Yes, it is the correct one. To teach the environment friendly appropriate behavior. Yes, it is also the correct one. Create an environmental awareness program, awareness among the people. Yes, it is correct one. So option D is the correct, because all above 3 options are correct in that case. Now your next question is question number 25. When existing community modifies its own environment and thus causing its own replacement, basically it's a succession. Okay, and succession actually it when it is happening by the modification its own environment, that means it is happening by themselves or by the ecosystem itself, that means it is autogenic. So option B is looking correct one, it is autogenic one. Okay, now next one, question number 26, the grassland found in the North America. See guys, again to solve such kind of the question, you have the very vast knowledge about your grasslands and all other environmental things actually, and I'm afraid that for BTech first year that much of syllabus actually we will not cover actually, right, in your classes also. Okay, so what could be the correct answer? So see, velds are the grasslands of South Africa, as I know. Pampas is for Argentina. Prairies for America, that is USA, and tussocks was your UK, that is England and New Zealand, right, and even in Australia. So prairies is looking the correct answer in that case. Okay, so United States of America it is there. Okay, so USA, according to me the USA should be the correct answer, but please check once. Okay, once again please check. Question number 27, in an aquatic ecosystem zooplankton can be considered as, see, producers are actually phytoplanktons. In the last lecture I already told you, phytoplanktons, they are the producers, and then zooplanktons, they are the consumers actually, they feed on the producers. So option A is the looking correct one. So you will mark the option A as the correct. Now next is the question number 28, primary component in biological cycle. So again you see, if you consider the water cycle, then it would be water, but it is the general way, so plants and the microbes. This question has repeated actually in the last class. I already told you about this question. Now question number 29, the species that are considered in the imminent danger of extinction, so they are the endangered species. Okay, they are the endangered species. So endangered species, that means those plants or the animal species which are in immediate danger of the extinction. So imminent, instead of imminent, it should be immediate, more appropriate. Okay. Then question number 30. The mantle is divided into, mantle is what? Basically, if you go for the lithosphere, okay, so lithosphere is having the 3 layers: crust, then mantle, and then core. And again, this mantle is divided into the 4 ways. Okay, so you can divide your mantle in the 4 terms. Say first of all, your upper zone, and number 3 your lower zone, and number 2 there is transition zone, and after that D double prime zone. Okay, 4 zones are there, so correct option is the option number B. Now the food chain, question number 21, the food chain in which the microorganisms break down dead producers. Again, it's a detritus food chain. This question has repeated so many times. And this is question number 32. The environment which has been modified by the human activities. So it's an anthropogenic environment. This question has repeated so many times. The question number 33. Gross primary productivity is highest obviously in the tropical rainforest. It is highest in tropical rainforest. Okay. Question number 34. Sound limit in the industry. See, it is 75 decibel at night and 70 decibel. Okay, 70 decibel at night, and I'm sorry, 75 decibel at daytime. Okay. Now 35. Putrefying organisms are. So what are the putrefying organisms? This is a very technical term, and you may not have heard this term very frequently, but basically putrefying, they are the parasites actually. So option D is the correct answer in that case. So it's the right. So question number 36. The most important organisms for an ecosystem, green plants. Okay, because they produce the food, very important, by the process of the photosynthesis itself. Question number 30D, pyramid of energy in the ecosystem is always upright. This has repeated so many times. Now, if 10 kg food is available at the producer levels, then 0.1 kg food chain will be available to peacock in which of the following food chain? So I told you 10% loss is there when you move from one trophic level to another trophic level. So for example, you are having this bee. So here you are having the 10 kg of the food, and for a snake you will have the 1 kg of the food, and for peacock you will have the 0.1 kg of the food. So this option B is looking the correct option. Okay. And similarly you see here 10 kg for this one, 1 kg for mice, okay, and another 0.1 kg for peacock. So option C and option B both actually are looking correct one, but we will mark option B as the correct because only 3 individuals are 3 populations are given here. Then question number 39. If all the plants are to die, all the animals will also die due to the deficiency, obviously due to the deficiency of the oxygen. If oxygen is not there, then you cannot breathe. Similarly, the plants cannot survive, the animals cannot survive. So it's a deficiency of the oxygen. Then your question number 40. The Red Data Book RDB published by the IUCN provides the information of the threatened species of the flora and fauna, information on the wildlife, information on the toxic plants, a book on the biota rates. No, it is option A, information of the threatened and the endangered species of the flora and the fauna. So option A is looking the correct answer in that case. Now the question number 41, what it says that, okay, so it says that ex situ conservation, ex situ means not in natural home, not in natural home. Okay, so not in natural home. So controlling, see, ex situ conservation of natural resources can be obtained, protecting wildlife in the zoos and the botanical gardens. See, zoo are not the natural home and botanical gardens are not the natural home. So option D is the looking correct one. They are the ex situ conservation method. Okay, for the 41 for the D is the correct one in that case. Now moving to the next question. Question number 42. The highly endangered bird Maurice dodo is extinct. This I have in the biodiversity lecture I explained the case study of the dodo bird. Pink-headed duck, it is also extinct. Great Indian bustard, yes, it is the endangered species. It is in the immediate threat of the extinction. Okay, option B is looking correct one. Then option 43, Dudhwa National Park. Okay, Dudhwa National Park is in the UP. You should remember. Okay. Then question number 44, WWF. Option A, World Wildlife Fund. Option B, World Wildlife Fund for Nature. So option B is correct, not the option A actually. Okay. So option B is correct one. World Wildlife Fund for the Nature. Then question number 45, National Wildlife Protection Act. It came in the existence in 1972. This question has repeated so many times. So don't worry about that. Learn it. Mug it. 46. National Park provides the protection to, okay, of course fauna too, flora too, and the entire ecosystem, D in the entire ecosystem. So entire ecosystem, we can say the entire ecosystem. So D, option D is looking correct one. Okay. In that case, option D is the correct answer. Okay. Then question number 47. In the wildlife sanctuary, only wild fauna are protected, private ownership is allowed, harvesting of the trees or timber allowed. Yes. See, only animals are protected in the wildlife sanctuary, but not the plants actually. So this is the correct option. B is also correct because private ownership is allowed, unlike your national park. And harvesting of the trees and the minor forest produce is also allowed. So all three are correct. So that means option D is the correct option in that case. So you will mark option D as the correct answer. Now you are having the question number 48. What it says? The smallest tiger reserve. So the options are given: Ranthambore, Sariksha, Indravati and Melgha. See, this question actually, this question paper is from, you see here, it is from 2011. But in 2014, right, in 2014, please remember this point, Boar Sanctuary, okay, B-O-R, Boar Sanctuary in 2014 actually has converted into the tiger reserve and it is the smallest one. So boar is the correct answer in that case. Boar in the correct answer in that case. Then question number 49, loss of fertility of the soil is called soil erosion. Definitely it is the soil erosion. So option B is the correct one. Now your last question, question number 50, soil erosion is maximum in which kind of the soil? Obviously in the silt or in the sand, because they actually run very quickly. This right, they run very quickly and they have very less mineral content. So option A is looking correct one. So these are the another 50 questions which are which would be very, very helpful for your examination. Okay, I hope you like the lecture. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.